apostolic young fella, let me give you one thing that is going to super exponentially help you when it comes to your current dating relationship. I promise you, if you do this, you can literally unlock her heart. Yes, okay, so it's going to be kind of funny. First off, this is not for all the apostolic homies, okay? Well, actually, maybe it is, okay? For those of you guys who are thinking that your guys are going to date here soon, this is for you. But if you're currently in a relationship right now, I was thinking, what can I give the people that are like in a relationship right now, right? The fellas, the young ladies that are in a relationship right now, because I know that a lot on Yapa 230 is talk about, before you get in a relationship or before you get married and all that type of stuff. But what can I give you guys right now? So I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what? I think I got something for him. I think I got something for him that's absolutely powerful and that will super help you with your lady. Now, young apostolic ladies, if you wouldn't mind just pausing this video, okay, not watching it. No, I'm kidding. Send it to your dude, okay? Send it to your dude to be like, hey, listen, Yapa got a video for you. I got your back, homie. So, first off, and then ladies, you can verify if this is true in the comments below, okay? Well, I have the opportunity, by the grace of God, to have a sister. Okay, let's just say that. I have a sister, and she's 3 years older than me. She's a beautiful young apostolic lady, and I also have a lot of apostolic, a lot of female relatives, not apostolic, but they're female relatives, right? And then not only that, I have Google, YouTube, and audiobooks, right? And one of the things that I found out in my experience in studying and gaining wisdom and knowledge and understanding about the whole dating space and, marriage and stuff like that, because I personally am preparing for marriage and stuff like that already, doing all that stuff, one thing I found out was that women like it when you listen. Okay? Just listening. And yes, that's it. That's all I got for you. No, I'm kidding. But the listening, seriously, actually hearing them. And I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I think that I don't think young guys really need that. Hey, bro, listen up, until I actually started thinking about all the young dudes that I know that are currently in relationships, and I'm like, yes, actually, they really do need this. Okay, so I remember learning about, hey, listening, I was like 16, so that's about 8 years ago. Hey, listen to people, just stop talking and listen. And so from 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, all the way up to now, I've done my best to develop listening, and I began to apply it with my sister. Little did I know that what I was doing was preparing myself, because the reason why I went down that path was more so for relationships and friendship building, and not necessarily relationship with ladies, but it's the same principle applies. The same thing works. And so I started applying it to my sister. I'm like just actually sitting down listening, and then she feels nice and heard, and everything just goes positive from there. And I'm like, there must be something here. Not only am I hearing it from like the, hey, this is how you win friends and help people or influence people. You listen to them, right? And then not only that, you have then I started hearing it in relationship stuff at like 18, 19, like, hey, listen to the girl. And you're like, okay, well, that makes sense. And then you start applying it and you start seeing the benefits of it. It's like, whoa, this needs to go out to the masses. So, homies, now, seriously, I'm gonna go in depth as to how to listen, okay? Because guys, when we listen to each other, it's like, hey, bro, how's your day going? Oh, it's going good, homie. Yeah, cool. Hey, what you want to do? Like, kind of that number, instead of like, how girls like, hey, how you been? Oh, I've been doing good. So how's Becky? And how's that? They talk like for like 15 minutes on like the last like 15 seconds of their lives. Like, like expanded. It's like, what in the world? And guys are not like that. So first things first, there's a distinction between guys and girls, okay? The way we operate, just in many, many ways, are just completely different. Okay, completely different. But when it comes to conversation, especially, guys generally have this MO about them to where we're very like, we're a lot more simple in conversation, though we can have like big conversation. We're very simple, and we tend to progress in conversation. Not that ladies don't, but we tend to be, go from one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, looking for generally a solution within every problem that arises, okay? You kind of hear about guys being like fix it, and ladies just want you to hear them out instead of just fixing it, right? And so guys, that's how we roll. Like, hey dude, how you doing? Hey, I'm doing good. And we start talking about things. So how's this? How's that? And we kind of touch on a bunch of different points. Then when we get to something, and maybe someone has an issue, someone has a problem, we go about fixing it, and all the guys are happy, right? Well, the ladies, it's like they just want to talk about it. And one of the things that is, I don't know if you noticed this, but you're in a relationship with a girl, right? So you can do the guy stuff, right, with the fellas, but then you got to kind of learn the language of the ladies. Okay, learn the language of the ladies. Okay, and this is again to someone who is in a relationship. We're not talking to people who are, but fellas, if you're watching this, you're not in a relationship now, put this in your back pocket, you'll need it later. So the ladies, they like to talk, and they like to elaborate and go off and express emotion way more than guys express emotions. I mean, just look at when they greet each other. Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, this goodness. And they just, they didn't see they do that Sunday night. They saw each other Sunday morning. That's like dudes just like, hey, what's up, bro? We just blow straight into conversations and all that emotion, right? So ladies but here's the thing that they want. They want you to have the same emotions as well, or at least to sympathize and to relate their emotions. And so, and ladies just you can kind of get the flip. It's like guys don't operate like that. And so like, cut us a little bit of slack, give us a little bit of mercy when we're a little bit more like, oh yeah, okay, no, that's fine, whatever. Like, because that's just how we operate. But fellas, we're talking about helping, you with the lady that you're with, right? And so they like to talk about emotions. They like to talk about, is this how I was feeling? And then she said this, and I was like, no, this is girl, you can't do it. That's how, what I'm saying. You gotta probably laughing right now. But that's how girls are. They're like a little bit more emotional. Now, not saying that being emotional is a bad thing. Okay? Because I don't want, people want to comment, you're stereotyping women. It's like, okay, well, sorry, they're just different than guys. Right? But who says emotions is a bad thing? We actually need emotions. Just the studies to prove that you need emotions just to make a decision or just absolutely, they're sky high. Okay, there's a lot. We need emotions. Okay, and fellas, you need to demonstrate emotions. Okay, or the girl that you're with is not going to feel connected to you. Okay, now I'm gonna say this again. This is for the dudes who are in a relationship. Okay, because I can see some young guy like, oh, I'm gonna take this down, I'm gonna use it. It's like, okay, so this is for those who are in a relationship. But yeah, you're gonna need to connect on an emotional level. And yes, you feel emotions, and ladies, trust me, he feels emotions. It's like the guys are so funny, man. You think, ladies, guys, when they get rejected from you, it hurts. Okay, it hurts. I'm speaking from experience. It hurts, okay? It hurts, but the dude's not gonna be like, oh. He's gonna like, okay, no. Especially with his bros, he'd be like, oh yeah, no, man, she didn't really care for it, whatever. He's gonna like, it's not gonna, but as a dude, what the other dude felt like, oh man, that rejection, it hurts, right? So guys are emotional, but it just doesn't come out through their mouth, okay? As much as it does with a woman. So we're both emotional, just guys don't really talk about it too much. We have that exterior that, it wasn't that big a deal, just, man, she just didn't want to talk right now. Okay? Well, a lady is like, he doesn't love me. You're both feeling similar emotions, just the guys, that's just how we are. We don't talk it out. So, but back to you fellas. You need to start talking it out, okay? Because when you begin to, because listen, she's not going to be able to she doesn't know, no one's a mind reader, okay? And women do not a good job reading men's minds, just like men don't do a real good job of reading women's minds. Well, I told you I loved you. It's like, but you didn't say it. And it's like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so it's so funny. But, so similarly, it's like you can, you have this is such a funny video, but you can, how'd you say it? Man, I kind of lost my train of thought. But you articulate. So fellas, we have to be able to connect because no one's a mind reader, and we have to be able to express that. And we can flail with our hands all we want, but yes, like a big, large chunk of communication is what we say out of our mouths, right? And not just saying it, oh, I love you, but like, I love you. really feeling it, right? And expressing that emotion when, okay. So when it comes out, okay? Or when you're feeling it. Anyway, so going back to how this helps you in your relationship is that because you have to be the proactive one, okay? Both ladies and guys in a relationship, whoever I'm talking to, if you're a guy watching this in your relationship, if you're a girl watching this in a relationship, you have to be the proactive one. Why? Because at some times when, if they could be the proactive one 99% of the time, but that 1% of the time is going to irritate you. Okay? So you're going to have to be proactive, and you're going to have to think from their perspective. Okay, this is the girl, this is the guy. Like, I got to remember that they think that this way. And then I have to be proactive and say, oh, really, honey? How did that make you feel? Tell me about that. No, she did say that? Oh, no. We got to do something about that. She'd be like, no, baby, we don't got to do that. Yes, we do. It's like, no, baby, we don't got to do nothing. So funny. And then on the flip side, ladies, if he's just like, kind of like boom, 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 I don't really want to talk about it right now. It's not that he's hiding his emotions, okay? He just doesn't want to talk about it. Like, he actually does not want to bring it up. Like, that's just, okay? So being the proactive one. Fellas, for this, how long is this video? And for that, we'll be wrapping up here in a sec. But for it to be, how would you say? For it to be for her to feel that you get her, you have to express the emotions, okay? And you have to give her time. You have to give her time to express those emotions from herself. So she gives it to you, then you reflect it back, right? And that's where this idea of simply listening comes in. Because what she will do is she will express emotions, then boom, she'll express, and you need to take it all in. Okay, you're the one who said you wanted to be with the lady, so you gotta take everything that comes in this conversation that she's having with you. You take it all in, and you make sure that she knows that you're listening. How do you make sure she knows you're listening? Literally, okay, ladies, I am not trying to be, we're awesome, but we just need some teaching, okay? Fellas, literally, I'm gonna give you a little bullet checklist right now. It's the things that you can do in a conversation to make sure that you get to her that you're listening, okay? This is what you, nodding. Okay. They help. Doing this number. Squinting. Putting your head down, looking at the floor, and nodding while squinting. And then add the Like if you're thinking about something. She'll be like, he listens to me so well. You can look up, corner of your eye, glare a little bit like. Okay. Those are the 7 things that you can do in order to let the girl know that you're listening, okay? Seriously. And so she's gonna feel, and then actually be listening though, because then what you do is you start recalling. Okay, so wait, I thought you said this, and that's the cherry on top. That's like the atomic bomb. She's like, he really listens, because it wasn't just It was like, wait, so she said this, or wait, this didn't happen, or and so you start going off that she'll know that you're listening, right? And then what happens? She feels that you have received all her emotions, and you didn't judge her for it. You didn't make her feel like lesser in any way, shape, or form. You just took it all. You actually listened, right? And then you reflected those emotions back. She can be like, he is such a great listener. Now, ladies and fellas, okay, this is a skill to be acquired. Okay, it's not easy to develop, but it will help. So ladies, give the fellas mercy as they learn how to communicate your way, and then also vice versa. Well, fellas, do your best. Remember, as often as possible, okay, listen to her with everything I got. She's the only person in the room right now. I gotta listen to her. So cool. Cool. Thank you guys for joining today's video. If you guys want more Apostolic content like this, subscribe to Yapastolic today. Also join us in the Firestarter community as we go about the Godly Dating Masterclass, where we talk about this stuff in the groups in the FSC. It's really good. The things that we talk about, the cool things, it's like, yeah, we're gonna talk a lot about stuff like this. So Anyway, the links will be in the description box below. And trying to think, like today's video. If you liked it, share it with someone. If you know that they need help, because they probably do. Share it with someone. And catch you guys in the next video, okay? Alrighty, my friends. Love you guys. God bless. In Jesus' name.